Hey everyone, Jeff the Press. I'm here with the Heritage Robotics team, fresh off their Inspire Championship win. I'm here with.
I'm Rob Party. I'm the coach and advisor for the club.
My name's Arib Khan. I'm the president of the Robotics Club, also the programmer.
I'm Rashika Trivedi. I'm the treasurer.
I'm Gia Delaney. I'm secretary and engineer.
I'm Dawson Hankins. I am the vice president and lead engineer.
I'm John Uy, one of the programmers for Team 3470.
All right, so first and foremost, congratulations. And thank you for doing take two of this interview. I appreciate you guys. I kind of want to start, take me through what winning the Inspire Championship was like for y'all.
Well, obviously, this year has been a tremendous amount of work. And so putting in all the hard work that they did this year and having us be awarded the best overall team in our league was something pretty special. Just the excitement that I saw in the stands once our team number was announced was just incredible. So the kids deserve it. They worked very hard all year on this.
A big thing about this win, especially this year, was that unlike previous years, we've had a big change in leadership. Last year, we had a ton of seniors in officer roles. And then obviously when they graduated, we had a whole new officer board. So to be able to still win Inspire and live up to previous years while having a completely new officer board is something special to me.
And y'all are first year officers for the team, right? Y'all are first year officers for the team, right? Y'all first years?
Some of us. He's been
You've been here for a while. Oh yeah, we talked for a while.
This is my first year officer and these other guys right here.
So what's it like for the first year, kind of living up to what this club has done? Well, what was that pressure like?
A lot. A lot of pressure, but, we put in the work to earn this. I don't definitely say everyone here has put in blood, sweat, and tears into this club, trying to get us to that Inspire Award and that level that we've seen previous years.
Take me through the competition itself. I mean, it was a little bit tough. You guys kind of beat two really tough, much tougher teams. Take me through how tough the competition was.
Oh boy. So I'll just start off with that. Because I was the driver. Things went off wrong because the tuning we had done the previous night for that competition, when we got there and it was completely off. So we were missing most of our shots versus last night when I was making most of them. So that just caused a real high stress environment trying to fix the bot and be able to compete at that high level. And we were pretty much the underdogs going into the final of that league tournament, where we got 5th seed. And fortunately, that's how it works, 5th seed, 5th place essentially in the whole thing. But there are 4 alliances, so 8 total teams advanced to do this final competition. And then we ended up taking 3rd, and it was a lot, honestly. A lot happened, a lot went wrong, we also overcame a lot of challenges as well.
It was definitely like, if everything could have gone wrong, it went wrong. We had a very
early in the day.
Yeah, early in the day, we started off literally with 3 losses. We were all so sad with like what was going on. After lunch, we had a full bounce back. We persevered, found the problem. We adjusted according to what went wrong, and we made the best we did. And then we fought our darnest. We went to semis. We lost to semis, but it was our total body of work that we'd had done throughout the season that actually got us that award, which is, made us one of 2 teams that are now advancing over to NorCal.
Well, let me ask you, kind of seeing them persevere through all those challenges in that tournament, what was it like for you watching that?
Well, it's always difficult during competitions, just the anxiety, the stress. They have to respond to different things that happen. And so they work together and we're able to kind of regroup. And so it was good to see that. Things happen. Even the top teams, a part will break in the middle of the most important match, and things happen. And so it's just how the students respond to how, the challenges that they have to face that day. they have to solve problems rather quickly because the next match may be in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And so I was very proud of how they were able to bounce back in the afternoon and still compete against the top teams in our league. And I consider ourselves one of the top teams in our league. But that day, we just didn't quite have everything going the entire day. And so we just missed out making it into the finals. But I was very satisfied with the result at the end, obviously being able to compete and almost make it into the finals. So
You've seen this program grow for a while now. It's really the growth has been exponential the last couple of years. What's it like? Just talking about what the growth has been like for the robotics team.
yeah, it's been phenomenal. The interest level has continued to increase thanks to the people that are the officers for the club. You know, the past officers and these folks as well. They work hard at outreach and trying to stir up interest within the school and also within the community. And so also, success kind of breeds success. And so when people hear about the successes of the organization and that, they want to be a part of it. And so as we continue to climb higher and reach at least the Northern California Championships, this is our second straight year, actually third straight year getting into the NorCal Championships. And so that's a tough road to overcome because there's only 60 this year. There's 64 teams that are going to be competing in the NorCal Championships, but there are hundreds and hundreds of teams that are trying to get there. And so I just am so excited because a lot of the students, they take on these leadership roles, and I just kind of play guide and coach. And I try to, my philosophy is a little bit more hands off. I like them to learn through experience as opposed to constantly overseeing them and dictating, what they're going to do. And so I give them advice. So I'm not more of the person who's trying to run the show. I like them to experience what it's like to try to lead others. And so that's a part of their growth process.
For y'all, that sense of freedom, how big is that? How big has that been for y'all in this process and being part of this club?
Yeah, it's really difficult because it's all down to us, right? If we make a mistake, it's on us, it's on the team. And that's a really cool opportunity to have, like that full freedom of, doing everything. We definitely, obviously, we have our constraints. Obviously, if our mentor is like, oh, our coach is like, oh, this isn't going to work. Obviously, he has to advise us in that area. But having that freedom of like, oh, yeah, this is our design. We're going to go with this. This is our thing. And that's why we can be so proud of it.
You've been with this club all 4 years, right?
Yeah.
What's it been like for you kind of growing with this and kind of seeing how strong it's become and in a sense also creating the standard of success for y'all?
Oh, it's changed a lot over the years, especially like coming since like freshman year. We started with like chassis bots and seeing us evolve to more custom design per year. It's been really cool seeing like how our designs and every single part of our subsystems growing. Our programming has been developing over the years. Our designs, once again, have been growing over the years. Every engineer has their own style. It's so cool to see how the robot looks different each year, depending on who's building it as well. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
It's also been great to see our outreach also grow as well. Like during my freshman year, didn't see many like events going out to the community. Now it's like every month I've been somewhere multiple times in a week, right? I've been to Adams trying to help out with their robotics program. I've been downtown multiple times for events like Oktoberfest. And yeah, it's been great to see that grow over the 4 years I've been here as well. And obviously what he talked about with us switching to more customized parts with 3D printers and even laser cut metal.
For you underclassmen, what's it been like kind of being, not just joining a club that's really kind of hitting its height, but also really kind of finalizing the standards, so to say? What's it been like kind of being part of it?
Yeah, as a sophomore in Heritage High School, this is my second year as a club member. For the first year, I was kind of getting into robotics. I already had prior experience to robotics, but 3470 has just been a big experience for me, learning-wise and experience-wise. We've been to Indiana, which really changed something in me. It created that spark in me that just seeing how big robotics really is in the real world has been totally something that I wouldn't have kind of envisioned if I wasn't part of this team. And I'm pretty sure, as my other fellow sophomores could also relate.
Yeah, I totally agree with the aspect on Indiana and just FTC as a whole. Just expanding on that, like our organization spans across countries. Like I've seen teams from Brazil and Kazakhstan, and I wouldn't get that experience otherwise. As an engineer, I've seen, like Arib said, the multiple styles and just trying to pick everyone's brains and learn from past experiences and just get the wisdom of basically the past years that I didn't have access to before. Also, being involved in outreach, I had minimal experience my freshman year, but this year we've just been able to expand beyond like a tremendous amount. And yeah, just seeing a self-made like robotics team like us go as far as we have, it just makes me so proud of all of us in the team and just how far we've been able to come as a whole.
I think for me, other than like technical skills, I think this club like really helped me like get to know how to work under pressure, because obviously like competitions are like really stressful sometimes. It also helped me like better be able to talk to other people, like other teams, to communicate for like what they do for their robot and stuff. But yeah, I think I just got better at communication just in general.
A club like this, obviously the emphasis is encouraging students to get into the STEM in general. Obviously, you guys are interested in this one way or another, right? Talk about what this does as far as like opening that, broadening that even more, and kind of opening that up for you. Like, you probably want to elaborate on that as well.
Well, the research that these students have done in the areas of programming and engineering have broadened their general knowledge going into college in the future. Stepping into an engineering program or a computer science program or any sort of math or science programs, the experience that they've gained by competing and the research that they've done is just a tremendous benefit stepping into a college campus freshman year. So they've got kind of a leg up on other folks that haven't been involved in this type of experience before.
What's it like for y'all kind of using this experience to really open up STEM majors and opportunities and more so?
You know, obviously applying for colleges, I have to think about what majors I want to go into, right? And from obviously from experiencing this club and having such a passion for building things that move, I've taken to applying for mechanical branches of engineering, like aerospace and robotics engineering, and just mechanical engineering. But yeah.
Worlds, you guys are looking towards Worlds. You have NorCals coming up and then Worlds.
Yeah.
Yes.
So take me through like the pressures of that and what that looks like coming up.
So right now they're continuing to improve. The students right now, I've got a couple weeks left before the Northern California events on February 28th and March 1st at Palo Alto High School. But from there, the top 10 teams will be moving on to the World Championships in Houston later on this spring. And so, yeah, the competition gets harder and harder. And so at NorCal, there's going to be some of the best teams in the world that are actually going to be competing at that event. And so they're trying to step up their game as far as their scoring capabilities and the speed in which they can score, their consistency, just to match some of the other capabilities. Because we've been watching, and they've been watching YouTube videos of the other teams. They're doing their preliminary scouting already. And so they know what they're up against. And so we'll see what happens. They're excited about it. I'm sure I'm excited to compete at that level because not everyone gets to go to the Northern California Championships, and so it's kind of a big deal.
For y'all, what's this opportunity like? I mean, NorCal's, Palo Alto is kind of cool. Sheriff Houston's a lot better, but what's this opportunity like for you guys?
I think for me, it kind of makes me want to like do better and try more, especially because like compared to like our league tournament, the teams here are so like in NorCal are so much more like competitive, and they're like, if not better than us, but I feel like we can get to that level if we like take the time to try. So it just makes me want to like try more.
I totally agree with that. And I think just looking at a holistic view of everyone's team as a whole, it's not just confined to the robot or engineering or programming, but also their impact and how they reach people, and just like how they sustain their team, reaching out to people who don't have access to STEM originally, and just looking at like inspiration from their teams and seeing what works is really a big thing at these events. And that's why I think Indiana was so impactful on us. It was our first international event as a team, and it just gives us inspiration to do better and to see what other teams are doing successfully and to reach that caliber.
Yeah, adding on to what Rishika and Gia just said, there's about 64 teams that would be in our Northern California Championship, and those teams are top 2, if not top 3 teams from each league. And with that high of a caliber, as Gia said, that competing with all of these teams has put a kind of a stress on us, but that also kind of translates into our entire team being all hyped up, all that energy going into what would be the work to get us the best possible place we could be.
For the 2 seniors to be able to end on such a high note and get to Worlds, what would that mean for y'all to really hit the peak of this
Yeah.
at the very end?
Yeah, no, it is definitely a great experience. And I'm proud to say, like, I was a part of this. I did this. I led these guys to go do this. And obviously the goal is to make it to Worlds, but even if we don't, I've got us back to NorCal so that they can even get back to an event like Indiana and they can learn more. So they can keep expanding. This club can keep thriving and keep moving on, getting better. And to be able to just say that I'm responsible for that in some way, shape, or form, especially responsible as a leader, just means the world to me.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool to see everybody like so hyped up. The club is it's like buzzing right now. Everybody's trying their best to contribute, and it's really nice to be a part of the team right now. Everyone's kind of doing their best and putting in their all to really achieve, so we can, reach that goal of let's see if we can make it to Worlds or not. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Congratulations and good luck going forward. Appreciate you guys.